Nursing is a calling, but it's also a contract with the body. Each shift is a testament, not only to compassion and skill, but to the physical endurance it takes to simply show up. In the operating room, this demand magnifies. Every posture held too long, every twist made out of urgency, every lift done without help, it settles quietly in the muscles, in the bones, in the subtle signals the body sends long before we pause to listen. And somewhere along the way, discomfort becomes routine, strain becomes background noise, and pain is rationalized as just part of the role. But what if it didn't have to be? Musculoskeletal injuries are the silent cost of care. For nurses, especially those in high-intensity areas like the OR, they are constant companions. Numb fingers, stiff joints, aching feet, these signs are real. They're telling a story, and they deserve to be heard. Because every body that walks into that room is just as worthy of protection as the patient lying on the table. Start with presence, begin with awareness. Small things add up, not just in harm, but in healing. How we stand, how we lift, whether we take a moment to stretch between cases or adjust the height of a tray, these actions create the future of our body in this work. It's not about perfection, it's about intention. About believing that we matter enough to center ourselves in a system that too often forgets the humans wearing the scrubs. Micro breaks are where recovery begins, not in grand pauses, but in moments we choose to reclaim our bodies, 30 seconds at a time. In the OR, time feels scarce, urgency constant, but even amidst the pressure, there is room to pause. A subtle shoulder roll while instruments are counted, a slow breath while waiting for the next case, a small, silent stretch during prep. These are not luxuries, they are resistance, acts of care in a system that often pushes through pain. Nurses are taught to anticipate others' needs before their own, but what if you're included in that anticipation? What if part of your skill set isn't just clinical mastery, but the awareness to say, I need a moment, and that's valid? Because fatigue that's dismissed compounds. Strain that's ignored becomes injury. And we were never meant to serve from depletion. So these micro breaks, they become a language of sustainability. A ritual. A rhythm of asking your body, how are you really, and responding with action. You're not taking time away from care, you're reinforcing it. Because a nurse who is grounded in their own strength brings more clarity, more presence, and more longevity to every patient encounter. That's not a pause from purpose, it's part of it. Ergonomics in the OR isn't theory, it's survival in practice. The tools you use, the setups you navigate, the surfaces you stand on for hours at a time, all of it shapes your future mobility. Yet so often, our design centers around instruments and outcomes, not the humans facilitating them. Nurses adapt. They lean into corners, stretch over trays, balance their bodies around static structures, and in doing so, their own comfort disappears from view. But we can bring it back. By asking, before every case, is this table height supporting my posture? Can I reposition this monitor to reduce neck strain? Is there a mat I can stand on to cushion my joints? These aren't extras, they're essentials. When a room is built for the procedure but not the people, someone always pays that cost later, often in quiet, persistent pain. And what about the weight we lift, not just of patients, but of broken processes? When transfer equipment isn't readily available, when team communication falters, when you're left to lift alone again, that's more than a physical hazard, it's a cultural one. Creating an ergonomic space means more than tools, it means policies that affirm your worth protecting. It means teamwork that doesn't wait for an injury to adjust. It means leadership that listens when you say, "This is hurting me." Because every adjustment made for your safety sends a message, you are not disposable. You are not secondary, you are the center of the space, not just the support around it. So as you step into your next shift, may you move with awareness, adjust with confidence, and speak with the clarity that your well-being is not a secondary thought, it's a priority. Not someday, but now, this work you do is sacred, but so is the body that carries it. Protect it, honor it. Trust that even the smallest act of self-care is not selfish, it's strategic. It's sustainable, it's survival. Because in protecting yourself, you extend the life of your purpose. And that is worth everything.